Okay, hi everybody. Greg Buckley here from Buckley's Auto Care, and I want to welcome you to the first test drive of the Drive Safe, Drive Smart show here on Buckley's Auto Care, presented by Buckley's Auto Care. And we hope that you will be a regular listener. We're hope you tune in when you get the chance to join us online, or if you want, soon eventually we'll be having it up on our weekly show up on the podcast. Drive Safe, Drive Smart, presented by Buckley's Auto Care. So we're trying something new here today. We're going to be streaming live, not only on our personal Facebook page, but also through the our Buckley's Auto Care page, which incorporates Millsboro and Wilmington, and also on our YouTube channel at YouTube// Buckley'sAutoCare.com. So we're getting the word out that we're here and we want to try this new method. It's not really new. It's new to me because I'm finally getting around to getting all this stuff done and getting us up online, hoping to have not only just great car care tips, stuff that's going on in the Bay, stuff that's around us, and also good local fellow business people who may want to come on and just share some local news, some tips, so forth and so on with what's happening in the Newport to Millsboro area, also Wilmington, of course. So we're looking at, I'm looking at having a great dialogue and trying some things out. So bear with me as we go through today. We have a few things that are going on in the shop, which to let you know about. First off, we have our everyday pricing now, which we haven't had in place for quite some time, but we have our everyday special service special at $99 and includes a bunch of stuff from not only a 5-quart full synthetic oil service to premium filters. We check your alignment, check brakes, tires, air pressure, top off the fluids, and do a whole lot more, including a full digital vehicle inspection. Now, if you're not sure what a digital vehicle inspection is, what we'll do is when the car is in for service, we not only take the wheels off, we actually measure everything and we actually photograph or video the places and parts and where we are at on the car. So as part of the service, we'll make sure that you get a complete visual inspection so you see what we see, and it makes it easier to determine what needs to be taken care of now, what could be held off for later, and of course the overall vehicle health of your vehicle of your car. So that in itself is really a big plus. A lot of our clients absolutely rely on that to give them a fair evaluation of where their vehicle sits health wise, whether it's okay to proceed, or maybe maybe you're at that 300,000 mile mark and you want to go further, or maybe it's time to move on. In any case, a fair evaluation is where you want to go. And of course, you take that evaluation and you go through your budget process on maintaining the vehicle, what's it going to take. And right now, I can tell you that a lot of you are really putting you're reinvesting in the vehicle, which is great because the price of new cars today, let's face it, there are into the tens of thousands. Let's say the average I think is like 42,000 now. So that's a lot. It's a lot to consider. Most of the time, you can take that vehicle and for from anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand, you can turn that vehicle into another 5 years worth of reliable, safe transportation. And that's very important when you start to look at your numbers and you're heading out. With interest rates being what they are today, um, it's becoming more popular to put your and reinvest in the vehicle itself. So, getting back to the stream, we're going to spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes here just to work out some kinks. I take it that we may be able to have commentary on here. I do not see it. We haven't worked that kink out yet. But again, if you are live with me here today, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We are live on our business channel as well. And of course, on our YouTube channel, which really has a lot going on for it. We'll also present these little tips and stuff. We'll create little blog posts out of them, put them on our website. You can always go back to them. Couple things going on today. Let's see. We have Chuck, Mr. Buckley. Hope all is well. Chris Lindquist. Hey, how are you, my friend? And we do see you, which is great. So I can see these comments. So keep them coming. Let me practice on all this stuff. We do. I do a few. I do a Carmcast with Carm Capriato for our industry colleagues. You may see me on there a little bit, and then of course we have our local stuff with my dearest friend Mick Anone, and we do the Yeah, Smash Brothers. So it's a little comedy sketch that I guess we do. Anyway, it's good to be here. This is all business. Let's say in the shop today we got a 2012 Jeep Wrangler that we're estimating out for a lot of suspension and some engine repairs. Um, we also have a Toyota Corolla that seems to be burning just a little bit of oil, with also a Cadillac, and this is in Wilmington right now. And of course, we have a Camry that is in for some check engine light stuff. So, and in Millsboro is getting busier and busier with the summertime season coming up. Dodge Ram, another Jeep Wrangler. Jeeps are very popular. And by the way, I would like to let you know that we are at Buckley's Auto Care. We have the OE equipment that will get into all of your issues with check engine lights and all your systems and subsystems exactly like the manufacturer would like you to, meaning that we have with us the exact equipment and testing equipment that all of your Honda and your Acura dealers will have, along with Toyota and Lexus and all of your Dodge, Mopar, Jeep, and Ram. So we are exactly like like you would take or what you would expect the manufacturer to have. We have all of the equipment necessary, and we will start to really hone in on some of the topics coming out of those makes and models, and that's going to be something that's going to be coming down the road. Hopefully, soon, as soon as we get all these things worked out. And again, going back to Millsboro, we have Dodge, Jeep, we have a Lincoln Navigator, and if I pop things open here, let's see, we have a Hyundai Elantra. The Jeep seems to be coming in for brakes feeling mushy. And that's when you start to feel a mushy pedal on the brake pads. Could be a couple of things. Um, More normally, it's when your fluid gets a little bit low because the fluid that's in the well in the reservoir at the master cylinder has been depleted because it's now all the way pushed out to the calipers, and you get that, and you want to feel it's kind of soft to begin with. So it's always good to have the fluids checked during normal service, and of course, get the brakes checked while you're in for service. One of the things that we can talk on real quick is having scheduled services is really important because you want to get things done at one time. So, our normal situation, we advise that every 5,000 miles, you want to get your oil serviced with premium product, meaning your premium oils, your full synthetics, and a premium filter to go with it. At that point, tires should be checked and rotated if need be, and alignment, everything that your car needs to actually get through a cycle. And we recommend 5,000 miles. Of course, in between that or every other service, there are some particular mileage marks that you want to adhere to, such as transmission fluids. Um, let's see, the wiper blades every 9 months or at least once a year. You have your alignments at least once a year. Uh, your coolant systems every 3 to 5, maybe sometimes 10, if there hasn't been any cooling system leaks or ingestion of air through a poor seal, such as a hose clamp, anything that allows air to get into the system. That becomes a problem, and you want to make sure that's all tight. Anyway, bunch of stuff that we can go on to. I want to say that I'm going to make this kind of quick just to get the feel for it. I'm glad that we have some activity with comments. I can see the comments. I will go back and I will see. We'll make sure that we have this episode up on those three areas: the YouTube channel, the Facebook business page, and the personal and my personal page. So, and I'm looking at this bright screen, and I just left Wilmington Eye Care and Dr. Dan. My eyes are dilated, so it's been kind of crazy. I wanted to get this out. So, guests, hopefully, we'll be able to get some local guests to come in and share the screen with me. Some local results, or not results, but just local news. So stay tuned. I'm really going to try and get this thing up and running, and again, put it on the podcast. That way, you can listen to it, and we'll have some interesting interviews. Hopefully, I don't know. Just got to get moving on some of this stuff. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to tune out. Check out here. Thanks again, whoever is on board listening. I certainly do appreciate it. Chris, thanks for the comments. Hope you are well. I hope you are doing as well. All right. All right. Well, take care. See you now.